That is an interesting way to start the recording, given that everyone is supposed to be resting prior to the showtime. I was going to show off what happens when you have a performance with three monsters, but the game is going to show me. Gelatine has injured. So, yeah. Good thing I don't care. You have very little control over that, realistically. Truth of the matter is, everyone who's not you will just raise the monster the way they want to. And you can change it, but it snaps back after a very short window of time. So, we'll go on with two monsters. So honestly, it doesn't matter that much. And, yeah, that's the neat trick. He punches a taiko drum. That's it. See, I think a monster circus is a really interesting setting for the universe of Monster Rancher. I don't really think the motif carries an entire game on its own. I genuinely don't know where Tecmo's head was at when they came up with this idea. I don't know where their head was at when they made Monster Rancher DS either, to be fair, but... Well, you know, we all make mistakes. There's a reason a lot of people believe Monster Rancher 2 to be the pinnacle of the series. I would say, honestly, I prefer Advance 2, if only because its fusion system is less frustrating to work around. But at the same time, you know, I get it. It looks nicer, the PS1 graphics are just prettier. I'll let Albert just bully me into it, I don't care. So to kick off this episode, I do not have my co-host this time. It's just going to be me, and so I'm going to be abridging things relatively heavily. There's a few things I will say. In the first episode, I might have come off a little overly harsh. And part of it's because I love Monster Rancher. I want Monster Rancher to be good. I don't want Monster Rancher to develop the Pokemon problem of relying on the notion of things being good enough. That's not how things should be. There's no time wherein saying you as fans deserve better is met with no we don't. That should just not happen. So, I was going to show off all three monsters, but again, it doesn't really matter, because raising monsters in this game, honestly, just doesn't a lot of the time. And Gelatine is not really a monster I'm particularly concerned with either. I have very firm reasoning for this particular decision. We can probably finish the Devil's Forest. But I'd like to have Gelatine just because you get more guts regeneration if you have three monsters. But while we're waiting anyway, let's go advance the story. We do that by talking to the mayor. One of the inconsistent parts of the translation, apart from, you know, all of it, is the fact that terms are used interchangeably in a really random fashion. What? The devil's kidnapped a child? I had no idea. This is terrible. But who could the child be? No matter who it is, I won't allow it. As a father of 6 children, I find it reprehensible. 6 children? You must like kids a lot. Of course, children are our future, yes. I see. Well, we're going to be doing some more investigating soon. This time, we're really going to take care of that devil. So now we're able to return to the forest whenever we want. Is there anything on here yet? A child in the Devil's Forest. Anyone in the village knows? Mayor Morgan. He's the mayor, but he's frequently also referred to as the headman and the chief. This will continue to be a problem that will plague the translation as we move on through the story. But again, continuity is not this game's strong suit. I'm basically just going to let him train until I can get my third monster back, and then I'll make the judgment call. As someone in the comments correctly pointed out that you can have certain bonding events, and that items can be given to a monster in order to increase bonding. My counter-argument, it doesn't matter. And I can show you how it doesn't matter, because of Bonding 31, and they're newer, so bonding's going to go up no matter what, because they're being trained. It's irrelevant. This is why I don't bother, because it's just a waste of everyone's time. Also, they use the term retired, which usually has more permanent implications in Monster Rancher. So, yeah. I don't like it. That's what I'm saying. How annoying. His motivation is still topped off, which means he's not going to get any more stat gains until we put on another stupid performance. Let's do it at the end of the month. That should be good enough. You want to give them a little bit of time. You don't want to immediately declare that next week is showtime because the AI won't adapt to it and won't rest your monsters properly. And Marlene has a really bad habit of breaking monsters. Her default training style is always hard. And let's say a lot of monsters don't like that. But, as I've already said, Gelatine is completely worthless. It has no bearing on my party build or my overall strategy. In fact, we're not going to get the next part of our strategy until I finish this chapter. The sooner we finish the chapter, the better off we'll be, but EVO also has an L-shaped difficulty curve. Monster you're raising is starting to grow. I wonder what kind of monster that will be. So it entered its prime, basically. But again, that doesn't matter, because this is not a traditional Monster Rancher game, and those designations are superfluous at best. Once we get past Chapter 1, it really becomes way, way easier, because the towns start actually having gadget shops. The gadget shops that function, I should say. Technically, Colno has one. Colmo or Carno or whatever it is. So, this time, we're going to actually have all three monsters. Which is good, because we do want to build up some early game funds. So obviously Godfrey is our strongman act. Just kind of spins that log around. And for some reason it sparkles? I don't know what to do with that is. Ah man, it's the exact same thing we saw before. How exhilarating. At least this one will be new for them. Yeah, and Marlene is a belly dancer. Who here is surprised? She's not even a particularly interesting one. She's just here to be, a Tecmo fan service girl. In the future, I will be limiting how often you're seeing these shows, because honestly, they're going to look really, really, really similar, on account that my strategy for raising monsters is really single-minded in nature. Grab the money, and move on to the next one. Really, once you have 5 monsters and different tiered gadgets, you're really just going to want to kind of blitz it, and then use whatever time you have remaining to ensure that they're all at 100%. Otherwise, it's really just kind of a waste. And the RNG can just screw you and just make it so you cannot get a perfect score, because you're just not getting what you need. I'll probably have to do that one again. Oh, no, it's 100. Cool. Where'd the money go? You... Whatever, it doesn't matter. Albert can bully me if he wants. I'm not gonna sweat it. Albert, that was our entire show. I don't know what more you want from me, man. It's part of the reason why the early game can be also kind of frustrating, is because you get only the 3 monsters, and you have limited gadgets. You can never buy gadgets this leg of the game, so you're just stuck with what the game gives you. The monsters you decide to raise don't happen to gel well with them, which shouldn't happen, but it's possible. There's just so many oversights in the game design, especially for this first chapter. Because from then going forward, the chapters will actually become incredibly routine. Ah, man, it's even more impressive the second time we see the Mochi throwing knives. Let me off the stage. Alright. Yay! Go team! I am going to make one modification. Now, modification is a relatively simple one. I actually kind of reversed which one was which. So temporarily I'm going to tell them they're going to be doing performance. Shut up, Marlene. You're doing this one. It does, actually. It is technically an intelligence gadget. We're going to have Gigi do accuracy intelligence. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to schedule an adventure. Because it's time for us to return to the Devil's Wood. I think we're strong enough, we should be fine, in essence. And one of the funniest things, I think, in the first video was just like, you guys had really, really polarized opinions on this game. Like, a lot of you guys were like, oh man, I remember loving this game. And like, a lot of you were also like, I hated this game. Like, EVO is really, really polarizing. And honestly, I think the gameplay loop is one of those things that you either love or hate, and I don't think there's too much in variation there. Alright. So, all the things that we learned last time still apply. So we're going to take all 3 of these idiots. Marlene is again going to break him, but thankfully I don't care. That Mochi will soon no longer be useful to us. For simplicity's sake, I'm just going to put everyone on the front. There is a reason for it, because slow as they are, my monsters will actually be, like, better off. Search item level down. Whatever. Item search is irrelevant because we're not opening any chests. Because from here going forward, they're either going to be junk or Jack in the Cho, and honestly, the latter is too big of a pain in the butt to deal with. Let's see, which button was map? There we go. So. You might think you want to defeat all the stray monsters, but it's not like Monster Rancher 4. Instead, it's much dumber. I always get the buttons mixed up here. Monster Rancher 4, even if you didn't like the expeditions, I could at least, you could tell where they were going with it. You could see that the monsters had the ability to search in different areas and do different things for you. Here, that's really just not a thing that happens. He's not turning around, so I just have to see if I can sneak up on him and get him out of our way. Everyone move up. Move up. Stop, idiot. Good luck, dude. This is basically how we're just gonna bully our way through the early game. So really, the biggest thing is we're gonna try to avoid conflict where possible, because you don't heal between battles. You take damage, you just eat it, and you ride with it the rest of the time you're here. Sure, why not? You can sell that for a few, like, pennies of gold. I also don't love the unified guts pool, I'll be honest. And part of it was they were trying to make the, like, party dynamics and, like, the way they were in 4 a little less annoying. But the truth of the matter is, this just makes it way, way, way less interesting than 4 ever was. If you're wondering why I'm not even bothering checking the anema chart, it's because, honestly, everything in it is too expensive. I don't care, Pororo. Nothing you'll find is going to be any good anyway. I'm really only killing the ones that are in danger of seeing me, and thus harassing me, because I don't want to be caught off guard. But really, everything we're doing is just kind of a simple matter of logistics. We just want out of Chapter 1 as fast as we can. Alright. G stands for goal, and will signify either the end of the particular map we're on, or the boss encounter. Sure, why not? The stuff he finds on the ground cannot be a Jack in the Show, so there's no harm in entertaining it. But again, it's going to get us like 50 gold worth of stuff every time he does it, so it's not that big a deal. Actually, we're clearer to go on the outskirt and go around. Exclamation point! Hey! Wait! He's gone. Snek Clown, we have to go after him. Yeah, I'll get right on that, Nayuta. Sure, whatever. See, and the funny thing is, I'd argue I don't even hate Monster Rancher EVO, because I don't. Well, what it actually is more along the lines of, it's worse than 4, but maybe more tolerable than 3, but only by virtue that I really, really did not like Monster Rancher 3. Alright. And you know what? If you guys have differing opinions, I want you guys to know that that's perfectly fine. No, because we're not obligated to think exactly the same way, and it's perfectly fine if we like different things. Maybe you really like Monster Rancher 3. Maybe Monster Rancher 3 is your favorite one. That's fine. I definitely got that guy from behind. The fact that that started 50-50 just irks the crap out of me right now. Yeah. Oh, stop that. We're supposed to lock faces with this idiot. I really don't like Pancho. I don't. Pancho and Jitan and Mochi, I'd say, are probably the monsters I like the least. Shh. Look, there he is. Hey, you, wait there. He's gone. Must he still be around? Let's go. So you might be noticing our health is not regenerating like it did in Monster Rancher 4. So you might be going, Snek, why? Why is that? And I'll tell you why. It's because Monster Rancher EVO does not care. Because the only time you can heal in dungeon is actually this one dungeon, and it only works one time, and then never again. And this, you know the forest maze from Super Mario RPG? It's basically that. It's just a huge time sink. It's nothing of any consequence, mind. But yeah, it's dumb, and I don't like it. If it takes me a particularly long while to get through here, I will simply cut ahead. Oh, look at that. Oh, good, that's a loop-de-loop path. So, that was just a complete waste of everyone's time. Back into it! I'll be honest, I don't know what is going through Tecmo's head a lot of the time as they're making Monster Rancher games. I'm not sure a whole lot is. Because they're just walking in circles. Hey, you have to check the map using the O button. Yes, that's it. Except that doesn't actually help any, so that's great, right? I want to say it's one of the corners, but I forget which one. This one, actually. On our way again. I know I'm missing out on a lot of Anima points, but that is a conscious decision. They don't give very much. Things are generally too expensive from the Anima menu for these guys to be worth it to us. We've gone pretty far. That's right, where do you think he's gone? Ah, hey. Wait, you'd think, but he's gone. Why is he running away? I don't know. We have to ask him. Alright. This is a stealth mission. Use of sneaking is required. Not now, Pororo. Combine two of my least favorite monsters together just for maximum mockery. Alright. Straight on. Wow, can't believe they didn't actually spot me there. I'm kind of impressed. Not in a good way, but impressed. Hey, there! You're starting to annoy me. That's my line. Listen to us. Shut up! Get out of here! What? They're gone. They're gone. They're gone. Wrong there to begin with. You won't listen to us. We're not giving up now. Give it a shot. Snek Clown, let's go. Okay. Don't care. The moment has passed. Okay, so if you're wondering why there's a split path, it's because this is the one and only opportunity to heal while you're mid-dungeon in the entire game. This literally will not happen again, not in this dungeon, and not in any other. Nice pond. Oh, this being this kind of place. How about letting the monster this water? Letting the monster this water. Who cares? Let's keep going. Oh, it's not even guaranteed to work. Now that's darkly hilarious. Not that it matters. If it actually does work, it never lets you do it again. Though I don't plan on coming back here, so... I mean, I guess in the end it balances itself out in a way. No one cares, Bajarl. You managed to find my hideout, eh? Huh? Your hideout? So you're... That's right, I'm the one that's been plunging the village into terror, the great demon Tico. Well, what do you know? So your name's Tico, huh? What an adorable name. I'm Nayuta. Nice to meet you. Huh? Yeah, nice to meet you. Hey, wait a minute. Can't you be a little bit more scared? Yeah, tail and everything. I'm a genuine monster, see? Except you're not, because monsters don't talk. Sorry about that, just your name, the way you talk is so cute, I couldn't help it. You know, Tico, you really shouldn't raid the village crops, you know? Do you promise to cut it out? What? You can't tell me what to do. Why don't you just try and make me cut it out? Better watch it. I've got somebody really strong working for me. Really powerful monster, one befitting the great demon Tico. So, if you're gonna apologize, you better do it now. Looks like he's just not gonna see it our way. Well, we tried. Guess we'll have to have a little battle then. Here goes, Tico. Oh, that hits all of us. That's cute. Good thing I don't care. finally. Okay, sorry for the lack of commentary on that one, but I really, really, really hate that boss fight. It's honestly pretty overpowered for where we are in the game, and thankfully I don't care what happens to Gelatine or Eagle King, to be honest. They actually do not enter into my strategy at all. Hey, stop it! Leave my mother alone! What, your mother? What's that supposed to mean? Tico? Would you mind telling us about it? Okay. She raised me. For as long as I can remember, I've been here in the forest with her. I've always known that I was different from the other monsters. I'm not strong at all, and I can speak the language of humans. So I went to the human village, but I couldn't go inside. Yeah, the one character who should be Hulk-speaking doesn't. Weird. I'm not like the villagers. I got a tail and these funny ears. That's no reason to destroy the village's fields. You were lonely, weren't you, Tico? Hmm? I was lonely as a child myself. I understand, Tico. I think you just wanted a chance to be with other people. But you did something wrong, so now you have to apologize. Wait, I know. If you're scared to go and apologize on your own, we'll go with you. What? But you have to really mean it. Don't worry, everyone will understand. Thanks. I was so scared and lonely. I just didn't know what to do. Now, you're too old to cry, right? Come on, let's go to the tent. Bring the monster. I mean, your mother, too. Thank you. Given that she is the most important monster in our entire strategy, this is a very good thing. So yeah, we got a whole bunch of useless junk. I'm going to sell it all. Neat. Go team. I can't believe it. That little one was the devil we were so scared of. I guess we got a little carried away there. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Now, Mare. Neoda's getting ready right now, so... Ah, here she is. I'm ready. What a cute outfit. It looks great. I just redid some hand-me-downs from Snek Clown, but they turned out nicely. Hmm? You made those clothes? Yes, in the circus I'm in charge of cooking, washing, and other household duties. Why? Oh, nothing. That's very nice indeed. I don't know what he was implying there, but whatever. Alright, Tico, let's go. Okay, come on, Neu. Neu? Tico's gotten very attached to Neuda. Hurry up, bro. I guess that's me. Now that the worst leg of the game is over with, it's really pretty easy from here going forward. Hello everyone, my name is Tico. I live in the forest with my mother. Sometimes I kind of destroyed your fields and caused trouble. So, I'm sorry, I'll never do it again. Now everyone, children make mistakes. They learn by doing many things, and yes, by making mistakes. As adults, it's our job to accept this. As a father of 6, I believe it is our responsibility to teach them, to show them the proper path. If you do something wrong, you apologize. It sounds easy, but it can be very hard. In order to teach this lesson to this youngster, I think we should accept his apology. Thank you everyone. We've been in this village for quite a while now. I think it's time to move on. Where shall we go next? I have a request. I want to go to the capital, Campana. Hmm? Campana, eh? I see. Well, I don't want to go there. No way. What? But I really want to go there. If Neu wants to go there, then I do too. The capital! I want to go to the capital. Hey, what's the big idea? In any case, Campana's too far away. We have to refuel first. First, let's head for a town on the way. How about Grabad? Hmm? New member's opinion important. Very important. You're easily influenced, aren't you? Grabad? Well, I guess that's the next best thing. Things sure are more active than they used to be. What's wrong with that? I like it. Grabad, is it? It's time to take a page from the villain's handbook. Get there first and get in their way, right? You got it. Well done, Dottie. Then we use one of my cunning plans to defeat them. Yes, yes. And I'll make that dark-haired young thing mine. Baroness. She's gonna be my evil Baroness. I completely missed that line. Yes, wait, what? Dottie! Haha, don't worry. Even when that happens, we will still be the Violet Cats forever. But, oh, Dottie, you know I can't stay mad at you, but you can be so mean. Yeah, she has a thing for him, if that weren't obvious. And so their adventure in this village came to an end. And the boy Tico? Well, he threw in with us. In the next village, he will discover something shocking, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Who's narrating? I don't know. Village of Kolno. Grabad. Are you ready for some major whiplash in terms of storytelling and scenery? No, you're not, because this comes right out of nowhere. Here we are in Grabad. I've heard it's an industrial town. We'll have to stock up on geonite fuel or we'll be in trouble. Can I ask you a question? What is geonite? You've never heard of of geonite before, Nayuta. It's a concentrated form of the Earth's energy extracted through the ancient trees. It's used to power things like carriages and lights. Except that's not true, and is not brought up anywhere but here. See, I've never seen anything like this in my village, though. You must come from way out in the boonies, huh? I mean, yeah, she actually kind of does. But we'll see that later. This town's kind of dark. It's a little scary. See, he's speaking perfectly fine now. I thought so too. I haven't seen anyone smiling here. I know, it's on a show here. That should help bring some smiles to these people's faces. I guess it's not a bad idea. We can use the money we make to buy geonite and go someplace else. But it has to be someplace other than Campana. Marlene, why don't you want to go to the capital? None of your business. Do you children have to know everything? Hey, who are you calling a child? Industrial City, Grabad. Thankfully, we can actually get some stuff done here. Not the least of which is going to the training gadget shop. So obviously Tico starts off with a bond bonus with Maya. That kind of should just go without saying. Anyway, let's hit the town. Because Maya is central to my strategy. And now that we have her, things are going to be a little more straightforward. Especially as that boss fight is absolute garbage. There is no way a player playing the game with no foreknowledge will be ready for it when they get there. Guess we'll check the disc shop since we're here anyway. Gigabio, Eared Mule. There's really nothing new. Alright, thought I'd check. Kind of a waste of everyone's time, but... Whoops. Yeah, the camera is inverted for Monster Ranchers 4 and EVO, and I'm not really used to that. Where is the gadget shop? Might be in the lower area, come to think of it. Yeah, you might need to take the stairs. I guess this is a good place to talk about it as any. There's a thing in RPGs where a lot of the times the town will be physically large, but it's not actually contain anything. It, like, mechanically doesn't contain anything in the town that isn't found in any town, regardless of its size. Let's see. Yes. Okay, we need... I don't need the cores, I need this. think this is the one we need. The drum, the knife, and the plate are the ones we get for free. But the balance is the one we really need. It's going to be suboptimal, but for now I'm going to stuff a life tank into it. And ask him to combine it. Yes, that's perfect. We can break them down if we're dissatisfied or get improvement to the gadgets. And we will do that. But as I was saying, RPGs have this tendency of really only having a small number of important places to visit. Or they'll do like this and have multiple gadget shops. I don't remember if it's something mechanically significant anyway. Crap. Fine. Breaks it up into its components, parts. It's fine. I'm not mad. Why would I be mad? There. That's what I want to see. You can power them with any kind of core that you want. But you get the most bang for your buck if you give one that complements what the gadget is for. So if it's a power or defense like a power/defense gadget, then you want to put a power or a defense core in it. Anyway, now that I actually have what I need, I'm just gonna skip to the next week and teleport home. Because the next thing we need to do is change Maya's performance. Tico normally keeps Maya on normal. Yes, speed is exactly what you'll be getting. Woohoo, this is cool. Okay, so. Basically, if you put it in any week that's not immediately the next week in your calendar, that's what Albert will say. Anyway, that's all for today's episode. I really just wanted to get out of Kolno and into Grabat, because this is where we can start making decisions that actually impact our strategy henceforth. I will go into greater detail about what the strategy with Maya is, but just rest assured she will be a key element in every fight going forward. We'll get more into that later. So, join us next time as we venture into Chapter 2 and actually, have a little bit of story. So that should be fun. I'll see you guys there.